Looking to join this caravan. Earning my keep. The work suits. Grew up in New Reno. Then I wound up wasting the prime of... You ask? Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace. Then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor. So I got my ass out of there. Place lived when you got spent more. If it wasn't the 80s or the white legs raiding, it was someone from town drunk. Got tired. What's the difference? Bunch of them swept into town and dragged. By the time made it back to Caliente. If the 80s used to be, they raided northeast of Caliente time to time. But then the Desert Rangers fell apart 10 years ago. Soon enough, the White Legs were Eventually, the White Legs destroyed the...
Prim has a new sheriff.
Yeah.
That should keep the powder gangers away.
You looking for trouble, bud? Hey, fuck! Nice job, Eagle Eye. Where the fuck you think? Vault 2-2. Oh, you've been to Vault. I may have been exaggerating a little. Truth is, I got this... Guy was dead one... God damn it! But, fine. You...
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Damn good thing you came along, too. We had another prospect with a Pip-Boy, but he done skedaddled. Something must... Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah. You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid. The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps. You'll get a bonus. Oh, one more thing. Just don't... We're a smaller company at a nice... You ain't wrong. Don't know. They could... Hey, without New Canaan's mission, the highways... All... Well, I ain't never been in all the... That... Well, it ain't... You got... There... The... That's right. Most of them don't. The one... I bet you... You ain't never... A big pack... I bet you... As a chick... Are you here to... Are you now? I don't want no one... You... Well... The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders, good fighters too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks. But here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. But I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed.
Come
Who
on,
cares
come
if-
on.
Leave
No
me be.
time to waste.
Busy.
God damn it! Ambush! People! Watch yourself! Holy shit! Stay low, people! Stay low!
Enough of this. We're sitting ducks here. Here I come. Out of the...
Stella! people, stay low!
Enough of this. We're sitting ducks here. Here I come. I was a
Stella!
Hoy, white legs don't leave survivors often. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civil... Good see. Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there. We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Freeze. Muscle. Yao Guai. Whew. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yao Guai are plenty mean as a rule. You can take the path north here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look. Some kind of view up here, eh? If you know how to look, you can spot all kinds of landmarks from up here. Look, I'll show you. What can I tell you? Follow the old road south. Nearly there. You see? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting. Here we go! Fighting time! See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff. Fighting time! What can I tell you? Mostly, my guess, if that... Yeah? What can I tell you? That's what Joshua said. Whitelegs came down from Great Salt Lake in force. Joshua found... That's the... Our advance... Dead horses mark our... We came up in... We raided... When Joshua first came to us, then he let us... If it... Down this path to the north. These paintings show the dead horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us. Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the whitelegs out somehow, eh? Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua You know our tongue. Smart. Joshua in high place of... You what?
Yeah, Dad.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days, and I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work. Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now, not with everything that's going on. You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside. The Sorrows believe in a spirit that lives in the caves. Say the spirit punished them once for trespassing. They put special marks around the cave entrances to keep people out. It doesn't work on the Whitelegs, of course, but the dead horses are spooked. Thank you. Follow Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings. Welcome back. Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his Frumentari and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived. I think that would put him, and you, in a difficult position. Caesar has agents looking for me, but he won't admit I'm alive. And even if you killed me, he can't acknowledge that. To do so would be to admit I had never died, that Caesar made a mistake. No, he lives by his lies and shall die by his lies. There is no escaping it. I am a New Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition, given to our ancestors thousands of years ago. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. In exchange, we are promised eternal salvation after this life. A day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. Until then, we must honor his laws and start others along the path. That's why we trade with others and in a world filled with... Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the... For many of us, the road is every day. Some... In the Great Basin and Colorado Plateau, Whitelegs are known for their big submachine guns, storm drums. They broke into an armory near Spanish Fork and have been used. Of course, the dead horses have their wooden war clubs, and even the Sorrows have their Yao. This type of .45 automatic pistol was designed by one of my tribe almost 400 years ago. Learning its use. I wouldn't say that. I am the acting war chief for the dead horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they... Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the new Canaanites to the south. A great deal. There are 3, make that 4, tribes here in Zion. You've already met the Whitelegs on the way in. In this camp, you'll find dead horses. In the Narrows, the Sorrows. And finally, there's Daniel and myself. We're new Canaanites. They attack everyone who isn't a Whiteleg, especially... But as for why they are here... Most don't. It's been hundreds of years since the war. They've developed their own languages. Take the dead horses. We think they were originally refugees from a place called Rez, east of the Grand Canyon. They speak a combination of Rez and a language spoken by travelers who were visiting Rez when the bombs fell. Over time, the 2 languages blended. I was a translator years ago, but it's hard to keep up with all of the tribal variations. The valley belongs to God, but no. The dead horses live at Dead Horse Point, up the Colorado River. They came here because I asked them to. Before I returned to the fold, I visited them years earlier. I taught them how to hunt more efficiently, how to maintain their weapons in pre-war. The Sorrows have many skilled hunters among them, but no warriors. They have not, even though they can hunt a full-grown Yaoguai. We wear more clothing than them and understand more about technology. But the Boneyard, Phoenix, New Vegas, they're just places, metal and stone. New Canaan dies, but the tribe lives on. When the walls come tumbling down, when you lose everything you always have family. And your family always has tribe. Right now, I'd like you to
Ja, Atag.
Ja, Dad. Gut.
Ja, Atag.
Ja, Dad.
Ja, Atag.
What can I tell you? Best place to look for back when? Lots. There can't really be a place where people... Ah, the Eastern Virgin. What's the phrase? House, sweet house. way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs.
Good.
So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following. Way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. What can I tell you? Whew! Glad to hear it. That'll be some happy mama, huh? Thank you. Go with... Gotcha! There are you! I won't Sorry. Still looking. But I got nothing. Things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Still looking, but I got nothing. Still nothing here. Look sharp. Lots of giant ants around here. We call them picnic killers. Don't really know what that means. Way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. Fighting time! Gotcha! Gotcha! Must have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make camp wherever they pleased, and not worry about whitelegs and... Fighting time! Gotcha! Gotcha! The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't... For as long as I remember, the dead horses have thought that places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me. I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? Like the shadow of a ghost. Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy. The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from. places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. Fighting time! Ha! Gotcha! I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? You've got better than some sticky herbs. So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. Fighting time! Gotcha! That's Pine Creek up there. Supposedly, it's one of only 2 ways out of Zion Valley. Of course, without a map, good luck surviving. There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.